on this tiny little Greek island. It is a lovely, lovely spring morning, and we've got some things going on. And first of all, I want to answer a question that I got yesterday on using linseed oil, and which linseed oil I use to hold my brushes. And let me show you guys. So for those who don't know, I have this little paint tray, these little, plastic things. And in here, I've got linseed oil. And I just lay my brushes in there. It's probably about a cup of linseed oil. I'll show you. This time I have put in refined linseed oil. I have no affiliation with Winsor & Newton or any of the products. This is refined linseed oil, and it's a brand new bottle, so it was about up to here. So I use this much, not too much, and it's fine. But I do use this sparingly for now because I can't get refined linseed oil here on the island, and I don't always go down to the city. When I do, I get the things that I need, and like I got last time, the refined linseed oil. So I keep my brushes in there, and with the paint on it. I mean, if I'm painting, I'll just drop the brushes in the linseed oil, and it's perfect. If it's refined linseed oil, this is the great thing. If you're using refined linseed oil, which is the preferred oil that you should use to hold your brushes, then when you take your brush out, you can just wipe it off and start painting. You don't need to worry about cleaning the brush off, unless, of course, you want to change the color on your brush. But if, let's say, you're using the unrefined linseed oil, the stuff that you get, at the hardware store, it's very inexpensive and it's usable, then you have to take your brush, wipe it off, and wash it very well in turpentine or mineral spirits, whatever you're using to clean off the brush. You just need to get out this stuff, right? Because it's unrefined. It's still linseed oil, but yeah, you want to be careful of what you mix with quality oil paints, especially if you're using student grade oil paints and you're just learning and you're just doing studies. You guys, don't bother with all the super uber high quality products, like refined linseed oil, and they have other things as well. You don't need it. If you can afford it and you want to use it, great, go ahead. Or you've got an art store, you get in your car and you drive to an art store and it's like right there. What a luxury. What a luxury. I don't have that, so I have to think creatively about how I'm going to use my oils and how I'm going to clean the brushes. So worst case scenario, you're in some place and you just can't get to an art store and you want to paint, but you haven't got any linseed oil and you want to put your brushes in oil. You can always use corn oil or sunflower oil or something like that. There's been some documentation out there to not use olive oil, maybe because olive oil is a fruit oil. I don't know if that makes any difference or not, but these are all seed oils that people cook with, and you can use that oil as well. But again, you got to really, really clean your brush off and make sure there's no oil left in the bristles of the brush before you start painting. But you can definitely use this, you can definitely use it. So I thought I would clear that up. If you can, and you're able to, use the good stuff. You can just keep your brushes in the, I still can't get it. It's going to pour out, so I'm not going to dip it in. But you can see what this is like, basically, right? You can just keep your brushes in there, and you don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. That's the cool thing about using quality stuff. So I just wanted to answer that question. I hope if you have any more questions on that, go ahead and add to the comment. The other things going on is I am collecting yogurt buckets, right? Small ones and large ones, which I use in the acrylic painting. And I am saving these up now to because the weather is warming up and it's getting beautiful outside, and I want to set up an outdoor painting area. I think mostly for the abstract work that I like to do, and for some reason I'm very, very attracted to just that letting go and that opening up to the intuitive side to my painting without that foundational knowledge that I'm always using to create paintings. I have a need to just let go and let things happen, and I find it very enjoyable, and it's something that I want to explore even more. So I'm gathering to mix up the acrylic paints. I usually do them in acrylics, easy, they dry fast. Hello, my dear, how are you doing, Susan? Nice to see you. And then also when I went to the city I got myself a new palette knife. I was in need of a palette knife. And I like these ones, the chiseled ones, because I like the way they work and the handling of it. And usually when I'm using a palette knife on my painting, I don't need a long side to do a mark. I want shorter sides. So these work for me. So I got that. I'm excited. I haven't actually gotten a palette knife in forever. And I wasn't going to buy any paint because y'all know I'm going to use up all of my old paint for these studies, these landscape studies that I'm putting together as a challenge. But I found this Orient Yellow paint, which is kind of an orangey color, and it's transparent, and it was only like €2. Neighbors are outside drunk karaoke. That's funny. So this is a really, really cool color, and it's transparent, and it's just going to mix so beautifully well. It's just going to mix so beautifully well with my limited palette, the one that I'm normally using, and it was only €2, right? So of course I bought it. It's high quality paint, and I'm going to be using it in my acrylic palette, right? And then what else have I got going on? I've got my coffee. I'm very drunk in Ukraine. Never a good mix, alcohol and a microphone. But that's loud. Oh my. So here's the thing with me is that when I get out of my rhythm, it takes me a few days to get back into my rhythm. And I don't know if anybody else is like that. I've been away, for about 4 days. off the island. Orange yellow sounds interesting. Is it similar to? Yeah, it's similar to Indian yellow. It is. But I have Indian yellow in oil, so this is acrylic. And I don't have anything like this in acrylic. And I really do want to up level my the acrylic side for the abstract work that playing with the more inspirational areas of just kind of allowing the painting to happen, whatever happens. And I think the more you do that, the more you're actually able to create something that's impactful. You guys, there's this tree out here. I'll show it to you. Can you see it? And there's a gazillion butterflies on it. Like a gazillion butterflies. I don't know if you can see it or or not, but I thought I'd show it to you. I've got those things going on. Mango yellow. Yeah, it's really a beautiful. There's so many colors that I want to get. Hey, hello, how are you? Did you see that? Did you see the butterflies? They're amazing. They're everywhere. We never have that many butterflies in this area. I mean, it's a dry Greek island, right? We don't get a lot of. We get seagulls, seagulls and cats. That's what we get. The island is full of cats, and thank goodness they are feeding them at least. Pale yellow tree. The butterflies are yellow, so pretty. The butterflies are like the dark, like black with the orange. Is that like the kind of like a monarch butterfly? They're smaller and they've got some white spots on it as well. I don't know my butterflies, but oh my gosh, they're beautiful. Yeah, you probably can't see from the lens. Sorry about that. I think it's I don't know what kind of tree is out there. But it's in bloom right now. And I think the yellow maybe that you were seeing were not the butterflies, but the actual flowers coming out. So, sorry. Oh, you know what I'll do? Maybe I'll take a picture and try and upload it into the community area. But anyways, those are the beautiful things that are happening. I came back yesterday to the island. I cleaned up, washed clothes, hung them out to dry, kind of getting things, back to my routine. And I don't know about you guys. Yeah, it's a green tree. I meant the flowers were yellow. Yeah, it's not a yellow tree. Yeah, no, not a yellow tree. So coming back, I don't know if you guys are the same. I don't know if it's like one of us creative, artistic type people. Oh, you meant the blooms. Yeah, sorry, dear. Delayed conversations can kind of be this way, can't they? By the time I say something and then you write something and send it in, oh, I'm on to something else. What a mess. What a mess. But at least we do have this, which is quite nice. So I came back and I'm like putting things together and changing the sheets on the bed, kind of like getting a sense of home again. And yeah, exactly. Getting the sense of home. And realized this morning again that I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. And you could call that a creative block. Um, um, it's just a matter of, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I don't know if you guys do this as well. Like when there's a change in your life, when a change. I mean, a change for me is leaving the island and coming back. And when I come back, it's like, whoof, okay, I need a day or two to kind of get back in the swing of things. I don't know why I'm like that. Some people just like come and there you go. You're like, boom. I get in this muddle phase where I kind of need to sit for a while. I need to settle, maybe a sense of meditating, maybe I'm journaling. And coming into the studio area to do this morning musings was like a gift, feels like a gift. Kind of like jump starts the motivation. Like, again, I don't know if there are others out there. I'm sure there are others out there like me who need time to shift and get into, you know, the routine that they were in, that I was in before I left the island. I'm always struggling with that. I don't particularly like that about myself. But there it is. There it is, and not much to do about it. Oh, I also got these little containers for turpentine, you know. So I'm going to be using those. I may use this one actually. Well, no, I don't know what I'm going to use it for. And I got a smaller one. This one I use for the clear turpentine that I use. I have my regular one and my plein air little thingy, right? It's got a broken, you can see it's broken. And this has got like the little jar in it where you can swish your brush on and the paint falls to the bottom. And if you're not shaking this up, the turpentine clears down to the bottom and it's pretty nice up at the top, the baby turpentine container. It's the baby. I love it. Yeah, and babies are nice and fresh, clean stuff in there, right? Until they grow up. And then we come like that old beat up turpentine container. Yeah, so those are the things going on. So I'm going to go in. I love corny, Rosette. I love corny. I'm about as corny as you are, maybe even more. I have been, yeah, by my family, by my daughters especially, about how corny I am. They're like, you know, ooh, mom. My daughters are 26 now. And yeah, it's pretty funny because I am corny. I can't help it. And I enjoy it. I enjoy being the corny, goofy, doofy person that I am because I'm telling you, when things get kind of difficult, when you've got a little goofiness in you, you know, it's that little extra click. Yeah, it's that little extra thing. It's like, okay, whatever. So this is all, you know, having a bad day and it's okay. You can kind of giggle at it and make fun and lighten things up a little bit. And yeah, exactly, Susan. Keeps us less insane. Not completely, but less insane, right? Yeah, just, yeah, a little bit crazy. So that's what I got going. I'm going to do another filming of the landscape painting challenge that Pixie Dust asked for, and I'm putting that together. I need to have a few ready, so I am filming it and then uploading. I'll upload it to the members area. If anybody, it's $2.99 for anybody who wants to join. a month, $2.99 a month on the YouTube channel for the membership area, where you'll get like full things, and we get together and talk about our creativity and what's going on in our creative lives once or twice a month. And, you know, I put up other videos up there, you know, but this kind of thing will go up there. The raw, unedited videos where I'm talking through the painting, what I'm thinking, how I'm putting it together, correcting the mistakes, and I just talk about it as it's happening, and I upload those onto the into the members area. But for the painting challenge, I'm going to be directing it to the newsletter so that I can send out the weekly challenge. It'll be a link in the newsletter that will take you to the painting where, you know, we'll talk through it, or a link to the time for a live, because I want to do a lot of this kind of thing live, and going through the challenge, and you know, I'll be doing like filming it and then playing it and talking through it, because when I'm painting, I'm not able to see the comments. I'm not able to see if people are asking me any questions, and I can kind of talk my way through the painting and put it out that way. That's kind of what we did with the lemon challenge. Halfway through, I switched over to doing it that way. It was more productive for me, and I think for you guys as well. So I'm going to do the same kind of thing here. Still haven't put in all the details yet. Those are just my thoughts on it. But I'm going to do one more, and then put it together and upload it. It'll be basically about 10 paintings. I want to do a weekly live get together, either for questions, some for painting. I am putting it together. But I have to be back in my routine. Have to be back in my routine and have it all come together. I also want to do some plein air on this landscape challenge that we're doing, and you know, it's a 30-minute painting challenge. So you guys, it's like 30 minutes, whatever you can do in 30 minutes. It is quite a challenge, and the point is to help release your mental area of what you should be doing and how you should be working, and making it quick, like you've only got 30 minutes. And to do even like a tree, like this one that I did, which is a very, you know, it's a simple kind of painting. It's difficult because not everybody is like this, obviously, but I get locked in the detail. I get locked in like the final stage of the painting, even at the beginning. Like I can get too detailed, and that's a result of my perfectionist kind of, you know, and so practices like this, doing these 30-minute studies, which you have to really, really move quickly and not think so much, gets you back into the creative area, you know, on your inner channel, out of your head. I'm glad I'm not alone, Susan. I think a lot of us are like that, yeah. So doing 30 minutes and a landscape at that is like, oh my, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. For me, it's like, how am I going to do this? Oh man, the tunnel vision into the small section of a composition is so tough to break. Yeah, it's like, ooh, little tiny details. You got to just get that dot right. And this 30-minute challenge thing is super, super, super. It's just helpful. It's really helpful. So I just had an idea. If we're going to do like the live things, maybe what we'll do is if you go on my newsletter, if you go on my newsletter, I don't send out a lot of newsletters. I'm not like one of those. So this is what I would suggest. I'm going to put the link below. You can go in and get on my newsletter if you're not there for this challenge, for this challenge coming up, and what was I thinking? So I think that we should also do a live paint out kind of thing. Like, let's just all get together and paint one of these things. I won't be able to talk to you, but we could all kind of be together and just kind of paint it for 30 minutes and see what happens. Do you guys like that? Like the sound of that? Does that seem like a good idea? We might not do that every single time. I think I feel a lot of failures hitting the canvas if I attempt this. I've never attempted landscapes, not even a tree. This is the perfect time. Fun to watch. Oh, Susan! What do you paint? Are you doing still lifes? Sort of like a dance off, but with paint. Nice, yeah, exactly. What do you guys paint? Susan, I forgot. You had told me. Are you a still life person? Are you doing more abstract work? What is it that you do? Obviously, you don't do landscapes, so that'll be fun. Let me know. Let me know what your style is. Because here's the thing. Everything is form. Everything. And a tree, for example, is, I wouldn't call it a cylinder or a round shape like an egg. I mean, they can look like eggs or roundish, but I tend to look at it more like a square. So you've got one plane and the other plane, the shadow side and the light side. And of course, there's different areas of that. But if you think of it in that way, it's all workable. It basically, a landscape is made up of these basic shapes: squares, rectangles, triangles, cylinders, and oddly shaped circles, let's say, for rocks. That's basically all it is. And if you come at it with that mind frame, then you just go with it. I'm a newbie. I've only painted a few things. Unicorn for my daughter, a lemon, spheres. I'm working towards portraiture and figure, so I've just started facial features. Oh, yes. Now I remember, and you sent me stuff. You sent me stuff, Susan. Didn't you? You sent me stuff, information about that, doing, I have to get back to that. I have not done portraits since then, actually. Haven't really worked on it. Yeah, so definitely realism. I'm learning to incorporate abstract. Yeah. But hey, get the foundations right. You know what? Oh, that's interesting. Well, this is Pixie Dust came on and was like, when are we going to do a landscape challenge? And I'm like, okay, we'll do one. And so I'm putting that together. If you're not interested in painting a landscape, you can still do the challenge and do portraits. You know, a great challenge, oil painting challenge could be just doing self portraits. Like you're there standing at the easel, you've got your mirror, and just paint. Just do it again and again and again and again, and also very quickly, because you're doing little studies, on gessoed paper, like watercolor paper or acrylic or oil paper canvas if you want. I'm just doing mine on watercolor paper. Works just fine for me. I've got a couple of coats of gesso on it, and it works perfectly fine. I'm not worried about these being archival. These are for my learning purpose and the information that I pick up from it, because you're going to pick up information. You really are. So you can look at it that way, Susan, or you can look at, let's say, a tree as if you're doing the parts of the face. You're still dealing with a background, a midground, and a foreground. I picked up a pad of canvas sheets. Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah. When I started painting, I'm on a, you can tell I've been away for a few days, right? I'm in a talkative mood this morning. So in our drawing class, we used to have warm up with what they called a blind drawing. Oh my goodness. I want to do that as well, the blind drawing thing. I think that's phenomenal. I think that is absolutely great. And that's, like looking at what you're drawing, but you don't look down at your paper. So you start, right, and you're just focusing on what you're drawing, and you're just going with it. And it's going to be a mess. It's really interesting. It is really, really hard not to look at the paper. We love to control everything, don't we? So this is a way to can accelerate knowledge for creating my abstract backgrounds. Absolutely. So give me a second. When I was doing abstract work and things like that, and it was fine, but I got to this standstill where I wasn't moving. I wasn't moving further. So I decided that I would learn how to paint a landscape. I figured if I could paint a landscape and get the pieces right, just get it down, I could paint anything after that. I think a landscape, I think figures, actually doing the human form and getting a likeness is very, very difficult, quite challenging. But if you can paint a landscape, you can put together a portrait. It's all the same thing. And if you learn the elements, those foundational elements that go into painting a landscape, it goes into all other types of painting, even abstract work, right? There's an understanding. You get an understanding of color, of atmospheric perspective, and yes, even in an abstract, you can do atmospheric perspective. You can get things coming forward and things moving back, even if they're just shapes. And it's really quite beautiful. It's just quite beautiful. And so I learned landscape painting, and it was phenomenal because it just opened up all the doors. And it's what I talk about, is learning, building the foundation of your creative home. So if you build the foundation of your creative home, and I do it through landscape painting, and doing that, then the walls that you build on top of that foundation are going to be strong and sturdy, and they are going to carry you. You're going to develop and grow and decorate and love your creative home, the one that you're building for yourself. And in your tiny little studios. And that is the basis, the foundation, if you will, of my whole philosophy of creating art, of connecting with this tiny little studio, this one in here, the one that really matters, not this one out here. It's this one. And it's getting that foundation down. And I found, and maybe I'm a little bit out there, but I found that the foundational elements that I learned in how to put together a landscape are parallel to the foundational elements that I need to put into place within myself to be that fully functioning, authentic Vita that is here on this planet. And understanding where my mistakes are, the things that aren't going well, you know, like I can understand them now in my painting. I can see that something's not right, that I have to open some area a little bit more, you know, like my edge work or you know, a bunch of other things as well. But let's just say that. And in the same kind of respects, there's areas within me at 60 that I need to keep developing. I've only done 2 landscapes, but I love the results. That is cool. In pastels, yeah, that's amazing. Oils and pastels, you know, work in the same way, but in opposites, right? So usually in oils or acrylics, we start with the darks and we go light. And I think in pastels, you start from the light and you go dark. Not that you can't do that in painting as well, you know, whatever works for you. I start dark and go light because of the thinness in the shadows and moving to opaque paint. So it's from thin to thick, you know, from more transparent colors to opaque, layering on top of in the light, because it's like, boom, really brings it out. And it's a great way to depict light. And yeah, there's so much to work on. I'm intimidated by the acrylics. Color mixing is scary for me. I know it's lame. It's not lame. Are you kidding? Color mixing is terrifying. So, Rosie, you're doing acrylics. You're working in acrylics. Is that what you're using? Color mixing, in general, is an intense thing to get under your belt, and it takes a long time. I don't know what you're using, but when I teach, and I teach this openly also on my YouTube channel, is primary limited. Oh, acrylics is the only paint I've tried to mix with. Acrylics are fine. Acrylics are fine. Acrylics for me are, well, I mean, look, this painting here that I did of our fishing boat, this is a fishing boat that we lost, that sank. We pulled it out of the water to build it. This is acrylics. And I don't usually paint in acrylics. That's all right, sweetie. I love color mixing. I took it right off bar. So tempting. Abstract, that terrifies me. Oh, you guys, this is such an interesting conversation today. So acrylics for me are difficult for this kind of painting. But also, on the other hand, they're quite nice because they dry fast, right? The paint dries fast. You can go over it right away. There's quick layering. But for me, it's oil paints or something else. It's just a quality to it. That's this is our fishing boat, the one that sank, the one that we lost, the one that is down at the bottom of the Aegean Sea right now, and I'll tell you a little. It's an old boat. This boat was built back in the 1940s. And here, I'll put it up right. It was built in the 1940s, and it used to have a mast here, and it was with sails, because back then they didn't have engines, right? So it was with sails, so it passed through a few generations of fishermen and reached my husband, and we got the boat, and it was quite a beautiful boat. Quite a beautiful boat. They don't make them quite like this, this style, right? Where it have a very, very strong, I forget the word, in the front, and then the back kind of like moving upwards, because it was first built as a taxi to take people from island to island. This minnow. Oh, that's sweet. I'm such an idiot. Why are you such an idiot? Oh my God, the SS Minnow. Oh my God. I hadn't thought about that in 100 years. Yes. Oh my God, I'm going to start calling this place Gilligan's Island. Definitely, because I am on an island. That was perfect. That was perfect. That was, oh my God, this is so much fun today. Like 40 minutes. I never do my morning musings for 40 minutes. Don't watch that show. I watched it again. Did you really? Gilligan's Island. Yeah. I don't think I will. I think I'll leave it to my childhood memory. Yeah. Yeah. Gilligan. Oh my God, that was so funny. That was so funny. Oh, I think that's going to probably be the best part of my day today. I'll just keep coming back and giggling. So yeah, our fishing boat. Yeah, we lost it. Thanks for watching that little video. It's actually doing very well on YouTube. It has nothing to do with painting, but a lot of people are going to watch it. Anyways. So we were talking about acrylic paints and oil paints. For me, oil paints they're much more forgiving. Oil paints are much more forgiving. So maybe you want to think about getting 3 colors, 3 oil painting colors, a yellow, a red, and a blue, and a white, okay? And just starting there, and start mixing your colors there. And learn how to mix your colors. Don't go out and buy a bunch of paints. You don't need them, especially if you're starting out. And if you want me to suggest what to get, and what you need, it's very minimal, and you don't need to spend tons of money. But the thing is with oil paints. Is that they are very, very forgiving, and they're pliable. So you put something down, like you work on a painting for a day, let's say, whatever, an hour or 2 hours, however long you're working on it, and you come back 2 days later, and it's workable. If you're using a dryer in there, then it won't be workable, but there's that layering on top that is undeniably a perk as opposed to acrylics. With acrylics, you can put in a type of medium, like a gel medium kind of thing, that a thickening medium to make the paints kind of like oil paints, nothing like oils. Yeah. Yeah, I think you might, I would say go get yourself a red, a yellow, and a blue, just the primary colors, like, a yellow, not too lemony, not too orangey, just a yellow. Get yourself a red, I would go with a deeper red, like a quinacridone, not like a cadmium red. You could, well, you could get any kind of red, like just a permanent red. Well, there you go. Susan knows her colors. And then a blue. And again, I would probably go with an ultramarine. Yeah, magenta is great. Like a quinacridone magenta. All of those tend to be. I was goofing around with acrylics and then extended my. Oop, I missed the rest of that. Sorry, but there's a beautiful difference in with oils. It's just a different feel altogether, and it's quite beautiful. But you know, whatever works for you. That's one thing. And Susan, you said something, and now I can't remember what you said. Can't remember what you asked. You mentioned something about painting a landscape. I think we talked about that. I think you should. I think you should do this challenge, and it'll be available. Like it'll be available to you. So yeah, she was talking about abstract, and then she said something else, and I think it had something to do with. Yeah, maybe it has something to do with abstract. too many things going on in this conversation today. I can't keep it all up. So yeah, the landscape painting challenge is coming. Just stay tuned. I want to have that done by this week on using landscapes to explore abstract techniques. Yeah. You know what's really nice? Have you looked into like the abstract landscape paintings? Those are really nice as well. But I think I derail the conversation. It's not just you. It's not just you. I derail myself in my conversations. You know, it's kind of a thing that happens. All these things coming in, and yeah, I should just let most of them go and stay focused, you know. But if I were one of those very, very focused type people, I would not be an artist, right? Sargent and Turner inspire landscapes for me, and probably everyone. Yeah, probably everyone. I would imagine so. Really quite beautiful. Wow. But again, Susan, in order to use an abstract landscape, you have to first know how to paint a landscape in order to make the abstraction and make it with purpose and not just accidentally. And I think that's the difference. Like if it just happens accidentally, you might come up with something really nice, and we often do, obviously. But for me now, when I come to do an abstract painting, there's a letting go and allowing things to happen on their own, like me being directed by my creativity. But at the same time, I know what I'm doing. So if I'm adding like a black into, you know, these abstract shapes that I'm putting in, and I have a sense of where things need to go, how big this needs to be and how small, or how pushed back into the background of the landscape of the abstract painting needs to go. So there's all of the elements of learning how to paint a landscape are in the abstract work that I'm doing. And I love it. I love it because now I come to the abstract work with a foundation, and with a foundation. So it's quite different. It's quite different. That's what triggers trepidation towards abstract. I need to learn to deconstruct landscapes. Yeah. So you're going to do this challenge with us. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. And we're going to put it together and just paint 30 minutes and make a mess of things. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Huh. So Susan, okay, Susan, let me ask you this. Rosie, are you coming in? Is your name Rosie? I keep calling you Rosie. Are you coming in? Are you going to do the landscape challenge with us? And because I want to ask you this question, and then for those of you coming on later on, hi, and watching these long morning musings, this long one today, but for those of you who come out the whole 50 minutes with us, would you prefer that we all get together and just paint for 30 minutes? You know, we can talk or not, whatever. We can all just be on Zoom and we can paint. Or do you want a more constructed way, like me doing the painting, you guys watching it, I'm talking you through what I'm thinking, how I'm going about it, what I'm putting together, so that then you go and paint your 30 minutes on your own when you have the time to do it, and, upload it, because I want to see it. You don't have to, right? I mean, this is your own personal thing, but I want to see it. So if you want to upload it, and if you want like critiques, if you want me to help you through something, if you have questions, we'll do a live stream once a week and just talk about what's going on and what we're thinking, and maybe I can help you guys out on the process of how to do it, right? And not just the process, but the creative process happening, and where you're getting stuck, where you're having blocks, where you're feeling uptight about it, right? So it's not Rosie, it's Rosette. Is it Rosette or Rose and then T03? It's a beautiful name. I don't know how to keep your messages up long enough, so I didn't get the rest of it. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm. Okay, deconstruct my failures. Sounds like a master's degree will be. Yeah, no. Well, it's Ted actually. Just say Ted. Oh, it's Ted. Are you Ted? Hi, Ted. My apologies. Hi, Ted. How you doing, Ted? You guys, this is Ted. This is Ted. I was just... I guess that's fine. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a fun morning. Oh, this is just the funnest morning I've had in the longest time. This is great. This is absolutely great. Are you the Ted? Are you Ted that you hooked up, you talked with me before on... what was that? We talked before. If it's you, I know another Ted. And if you're not that Ted, then now I know two Ted. I know two Teds. Yeah. Did I say hooked up? I didn't mean it in that way. Okay, we're really getting off. We're really getting out of the studio here. Okay, so yeah, so there was Ted. I think on Instagram I met Ted. You think you're a new Ted? Okay, hi, new Ted, Rosie Ted. Okay, so if it wasn't you, I know. I love this. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. Okay. So, yeah. This is so much fun. Oh my God. In Greek, we would say nasa kala, which means be well, like be well, for bringing me laughter, for bringing me the joy that I'm having and this fun that I'm having and this terrible embarrassment, assuming that Rosie, Rosie Ted, was, okay. I love that. Oh, I love that. Oh, what a great lesson. So, yeah, that's it, you guys. Elenikos, Elinas, Elinas. Yeah, Ted. Theodoros would be your name, right? Theo, in other words. Ted. How cool. So you guys, I'm going to get off and actually get painting. This is going to take forever to upload. But yeah, so tomorrow's what? Tuesday. Theodoros. Ciao, Bella. Vrisi, are you here in Greece? Are you here? Are you here? Theo? Answer me that. Answer me, are you in the States? Like one of those night owls, like Susan, who's not in the States for them. Yeah, you. Are you here? Oh. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that you were in the States. Oh, you did. Okay. Okay. Love this goofiness. Love it. Love it. I feel right at home. I feel right at home. Right? I feel right at home with you guys. So, yeah. Going on to get some stuff ready. And I'm doing a video on black, using black paint. How to use it on your palette. Which, Ted, you might not be interested in if you're just getting started. Do not, even with acrylics, whatever paint you're using, if you're starting out, do a limited palette. Really get rid of all the extra stuff. Yeah, you know what? It hasn't been very warm here either. Today is getting warm. It's starting to now. It was kind of late getting warm here. I mean, I'm still wearing, a sweater. I mean, a warm top. But later on today, I'll go for a swim. I'll go swimming. I do cold water swimming, so it's no big deal for me. But use just a limited palette. I've got some videos on using a limited palette. Keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Learn how to mix your colors. All colors can be mixed, including a blackish color, right? Insanity is contagious. Yes, it is. Hey, happy Mother's Day. That's right. It's Mother's Day. That's Mother's Day. Is it Sunday today? It is Sunday. I kept thinking it was Monday. Isn't that crazy? So this week coming up, I'll get the painting challenge ready and we'll set it up. Weekends work good for you, you guys? Sundays? Should we do Sundays? Is that a good day? It would be afternoon my time and mornings for people in the States. So that might work. And if you can't make it, then you can always come in and watch it later. So yeah, I'm going to get that going. I'll get it weeded out and set up this week so that we'll start this weekend. If Sundays work, Saturdays or Sundays, one of those 2 days for live. You guys let me know what works best for you. Some people work on weekends, but whatever, you can always come back and watch. Last time we did the lemon challenge, it was a 30-day lemon challenge, so it was a challenge every single day. That was really something. I'm going to start with 10 landscape paintings, just, so that people don't get too lost in it. Weekly right now, the day is okay for me. I'm usually up this late on weekends. Okay. Well, it'll be opposite because I won't do it in the mornings here. I'll do it at afternoons here. 10 paintings for homework. 10 paintings. I think we're going to do one landscape challenge a week. We're going to get together live and do a landscape challenge. So either I will, we'll get together and I'll have the painting, which is what my original idea is, so that we'll be live together and you'll watch me paint from start to finish, okay, in 30 minutes. Yeah, it would be mornings for you, like around 10, maybe around 10. I can push my time later on to give people more time to wake up. Yeah, so you'll be watching me paint the 30 minutes as is. I'm not going to do time lapse or anything. Just watch me paint it. And we'll just be talking through what's going on. And you can paint with me. You can paint with me right then, there and live and do it that way. Or we can watch the painting, you know, me painting like the tree and the things that I'm talking about with that. And then you can go and paint it sometime during the week when you have time to paint. And maybe do a couple of them. I mean, the point is to do like very basic, simplified landscapes just to get all the pieces in place. Sky, background, middle ground, foreground, getting the basic idea of trees without getting stuck in those tiny details. That's what we want to do. We want to let go of creating perfect, beautiful paintings and really focus on getting the elements put together. I also want you to do this with a limited palette, so no like crazy wild colors. I want you to use a limited palette. I got to step away from the screen for a minute and get the dog outside. All right. Well, we're going to go anyways. I've never done a live stream this long. I love it. I love it. Saying goodbye to Ted. Susan, thanks for being here. Everybody else who has showed up and has sat along on this very, very, very long morning musings. Usually my morning musings are about 10 minutes. Susan, yeah, we did one other time. We had a really long one. That's fun. It is. Yeah. I remember that one. So much fun. Susan, you know what we're going to do after this one, maybe we're going to do sometime in the summer, like in July, maybe, we'll do a portrait, like we'll do a portrait one. Oh my gosh, the dog barks. I tuck him into his crate when he goes downstairs. Unbelievable, such a baby. Hey, dogs, they can get up to maybe like a 3-year-old child or a 5-year-old child, something like that. Yeah, so Ted, we were talking about like after the landscape challenge, the next one, maybe if I get my guts up to actually do like a portrait, like doing a portrait challenge. And again, a quick one of just putting it together. Maybe we'll do 40 minutes. Maybe I'll be lenient with you. We'll do 40 minutes maybe I'm being lenient with me to do a 40-minute portrait painting challenge. That would be something. It's something that I do want to move into. And the best way to move into something and to learn about it is to do these challenges, because it forces you to just get going. It's never enough time. Yeah, no, it's never enough time. And that's because we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for doing studies. We're looking to just get the basic shape and planes taken care of. Yeah, I've done animal portraits. They're easier. They are. They are. Yeah, maybe we'll do animals. I don't know. First, let's just get the landscape painting challenge out of the way, and getting you guys just you'll get a really cool understanding of how the landscape works. It's some basic things, right? Like 5 foundational things that you need to know. And when you know them, then you can practice them, because in order to get good at painting, you have to paint, and you have to mess up, and you have to fail, and you have to just keep doing it and pushing beyond and not trying to fix things. That's why I love doing these studies, because they're just studies. You don't care about them. They're not archival. They're not going to be up in museums. They're not, like, just, none of that. They're for you, for your creative channel, so that you can learn how to put something together. Like, you go into the kitchen and paper burns easier. Good point, my dear. Exactly. Paint them and release them. Get rid of them. You don't need them. But you will get all of the information that you need. It's like, walking into the kitchen, you know how to go to the kitchen and wash your dishes. You don't even have to think about it. That's what these challenges do. They get you to a place where you're like, okay, I have a blank canvas in front of me. I do this, and this. I have all these elements in my mind in place, and I can paint a landscape. Whether the landscape turns out or not, we don't care. That's not the point. The point is to work with the shapes, work with composition, work with the design, and, work with your limited palette, with mixing colors. How to create a tree, not even a great tree. How do you create, if you can do one tree, that's it. You know how to paint trees. And these challenges are great for that. Should the canvas be for a 30-minute challenge? Small. Here, let me show you. Like this size. Small. Yeah. Something like that. Like this one. This is the first one that we're going to do. This is a little bit smaller, okay? Yeah, in inches, I guess, something like that. I don't actually measure it out. I just cut them the way that they seem to work for me, the size that I'm looking for. So you can 12 by 18 centimeters. Now you're gonna make me take it and measure it. Let's get the Greek out. Centimeters. I don't know how much these are. Nado. This one is 21 centimeters in length. So this one is 14 by 21. The actual painting size. So something like that. Small. I want you guys to have small. They're and that's why I use paper, because you can just facial was close. Facial was close. What do you mean? My face? Hold on. So I have this, this size thing. I, cut these out, tape them onto a board like I've got there. Just tape them on and then gesso it. And if it's lighter paper like this one, oftentimes I'll gesso it the night before, cursing in Italian. Yeah, you were close. So yeah, just get yourself like one of those. Oh, here we go. Get one of these. This is an acrylic. Oh no, this is a watercolor block. It is 300 grams GSM. What is the size, you guys? Doesn't say. Well, that's annoying. But anyways, it's watercolor paper. It works great. It is pretty thick. It's pretty thick. So the gesso goes on just fine, and it works. It works well. So that's basically what I'm using. That's what this is. So yeah, I'll get all the details out. Suggestions. I think you should just use what you have. If you have things laying around, get the materials that you're not really using very much, or go to the art store and get an acrylic pad, or you can use watercolor. That's what I'm using, the watercolor pad, and just gesso it 3 times. Hey, Corby. Yeah, we're just like going on and on and on. We've had so much fun. It has been such a fun day. We have Ted, whose username on here is Rosie, I guess Rosie T something, right? So I just assumed that it was Rosie. A Rosie out there. But it was Ted. It was so much fun. And he's great. He's goofy as hell. You would love him. Yeah, Rosie. We've been having so much fun, Corby. Too bad you weren't here. I mean, you know, just goofy. We're just being goofy and talking about this landscape challenge that putting together. Yeah, so it's just been a long day. I don't even want to get off. I just like hang out with Susan and Rosie. Susan and Ted, and now you guys, Corby. All right, you guys. I have to shout out to Corby. Corby has like been with me here on this YouTube sphere for a long time. I mean, a long time. She was, I think, the first person to ever comment and say good morning when I started these crazy little morning musings, and has been with me since. She is a friend today. We have connected, and I adore her. She's an artist. She does fabulous things. Yeah, she's Corby just has helped me, taught me so many things. She is a teacher, right? It is her thing, right? She has a way with, she's very different from me. So in her artistic style and her creativity is different from the way that I go about coming to my artwork. She goes about it differently. And so that has helped me bridge, you know. We all need to build bridges these days in all areas of life, right? You know, out there in our communities and in, you know, our countries and politically. We're not going to go there, but it's an act of building bridges, of stepping over across to the other side of the bridge to take a look at, you know, what is Corby doing over here? She's doing things differently than me. She approaches things differently than I do. How can I learn from her so that maybe if I pick up some of her qualities and I incorporate them into who I am, right? I make them part of me, then I am a better artist. I'm a better human being. Yeah, some great exchanges, just some great talks. And you know, in our members area, Corby is in the members area with us, and we get together and have some. We have some fabulous conversations and interesting developments, right? When you get together with people and actually talk about things, you know, you actually talk about things, then doors open. They don't close, they open. And even when you disagree, or you're like, wait a minute, what? Even when you disagree, doors open, as long as you stay open to them. And yeah, so I really do love, I really do love the connections that I'm making here, right? Because I'm on this little tiny island. I haven't got a lot of community, the opportunities for art. You know, and there's only 500 people here, so there's very few opportunities for that artistic creativity, that realm of you know, sharing that with others in, you know, one-on-one. So, you know, so here we are. This is the good side of tech. It sure is. It sure is. And yeah, you guys, absolutely love this. So anyways, Corby came on late. It's too bad. She would have loved this. Corby, you would have loved this. It was a fun day. It was just a fun day. It was very goofy. So I'm going to go and do my stuff. Oh, it's a long one. Good night, Susan. The drunk karaoke band is passed out. You can finally sleep. Rest well, my dear. See you soon. See you soon. Okay, you guys, I'm also getting off. I'll see you all again, hopefully tomorrow. Good night, Ted. I had such a great time with you today. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye. Bye, Corby. It's good to see you. Take care, love. All right. Be inspired, everyone. Be creative. Be you. Enjoy. I'll see you all very, very soon. Probably tomorrow.